Well, welcome back everybody to another OB&D video. So it is currently the Ohio spring turkey season, and we have been gunning hard the past 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks were insane for Bree and I. We had been seeing these birds in this one hay field every single morning around 8 o'clock. So come opening morning, I was like, let's set the ground blind up and hunt that field. Should be come rolling through around 8 o'clock. That morning, of course, our luck, no birds came through. But we did end up seeing 4 deer. Which...
Oh, there's a path right behind us. Here they come. Oh, yeah. They're playing around. They're just playing around. Babies from last year.
Which was pretty awesome to get those guys on footage. But after that hunt, we got back to the house and we were just chilling out, and we looked at the weather forecast for Sunday, and they were calling for nothing but rain. So we're like, we're going back out Sunday and we are going to set up in that same spot. They're going to come out into the field as soon as they get off the roost with all the rain they're calling for. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened.
It's a hen. Yeah. Oh, 100% a hen. Yeah. This might be better. Yep, that's a hen. She's going to place. No beards, 3 hens. That's fine. She doesn't like the decoy. Angry noises. He's walking away. No. He's walking away now. That's a Jake, 100%. That's 100% a Jake. Really tiny beard. Maybe the same one. Don't have much of a beard. Oh, baby, you can take him.
We sat up, rain was rolling through, and about 6:30 in the morning, hen came rolling through the hayfield and went out into, crossed the hayfield, crossed the wood line into the cornfield, and was just chilling out over there. Couldn't really see her. But about 20 minutes after that hen came rolling through, we had 3 hens pop into the hayfield about 100 yards from us. They were just chilling up there, and eventually they made their way down to us, which was really awesome. 2 of them came all the way into the decoys. The other one just stood just outside of the camera view. But they were all right there. Super cool footage to get. Just chirping away, checking out the decoys. And they ended up turning around and going back up the hayfield and into the woods once the rain stopped. And about half hour or so after that, a Jake came out of the out of the woods into the hayfield and just bolted it down the field line right to the decoys. He stopped just short of the window that was open, so I couldn't get him on footage, but he was just super beat red-headed. I mean, tiny beard, but it was just really cool to see him all puffed out, just wanting to fight the decoy. But I think he was a little intimidated by the decoy because he didn't come in any further. He kind of tuck-tailed and ran. So we sat out, till about 11 o'clock, and sure enough, around 11 o'clock, another bird came out. We just saw a beard on it, and it ended up being a really big bearded hen. It was out to our left, and then it came down and into the decoys, and it's got some pretty cool footage of her. But we never saw the longbeard we were after on the first weekend. Come Monday morning, while Bree was getting ready to go to work, she saw the longbeard that we were after in the other hayfield with 4 hens around 7 o'clock, and she saw this beard at 7 o'clock for the next 3 days straight. So sure enough, Saturday morning, we set up a game plan. We were going to set up right on where he was at.
was still hammering and hammering and hammering. And then we kind of stopped hearing them, but we had two hens come out on our left side. And these two hens came out into the field, and he followed along with them, and I kind of gave him a couple yelps, and he was hammering, hammering, hammering. Then he hooked into the woods, and he was still hammering, 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 and those hens stayed in the field. We lost sight of the hens, and then like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes went by of him, not talking anymore, and he just lets out. And he's, I don't know, 60, 70 yards right behind the blind on our right side. And every time I strike at him, he is just hammering. But he's just hanging up, and we'll see. Hopefully, he just says enough of this and just bolts right into the decoys. And Bree can let a big old gobbler feel the hammer. If not, I'm gonna be pissed off because this is that bird that evaded us all weekend, or all last weekend, and that Bree has seen every single morning this week other than Thursday morning. Or she didn't see him yesterday morning either, but she saw him yesterday evening right in this spot. So we'll see. Buddy boy needs to die, and hopefully if I let off the call here for a little bit, he starts wondering where that hen is and comes out to find it, and instead he'll find a lead breakfast for him. So stay tuned, guys.
Squat, and it was messed up a little bit, and the sun's in my eye and all this, that, and the other fun stuff. But well, this morning, like I said earlier, he was gobbling in this corner. I'm going to show you this corner here real quick because we reset up the ground blind for tomorrow morning. But he was hammering hard in this corner at 6 o'clock on the dot. He was down in the field, cut in, came up behind us, and came out with two hens. And they were out in the field just to the left of us and couldn't get a shot off. And then he went back in behind us again and was walking down the wood line. The two hens came in, and then about, I don't know, probably 20 minutes after I gave you guys the update on camera, him and the two hens were out back in this corner. So that's where we set up this ground blind, was in this back corner section here. Because literally he was right out in that corner part, and he just cut across this cornfield right there. And yeah, hopefully this is the same thing he'll do tomorrow morning, and we'll be able to put the old hammer down on him. Probably not with our luck, but we're still gonna gun for him hard. Stay tuned, guys.
Blue heron just went down over in the creek.
As you guys have seen in that video, we were unable to get on him, and we had set up a game plan for Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we set up, we were getting ready to start calling, and an owl went off and he hammered on the roost. And he hammered a couple other times on the roost, and he got down and went quiet. And then about 15 minutes later, he hammered off again, and he was a lot closer this time. And then the neighbors, all of a sudden, we heard boom and boom, back to back. So it was kind of heartbreaking. Finally had this bird patterned out. Knew he was going to be coming to this corner with those hens. And think the neighbor got him. But with that being said, we're still chasing another bird. That following afternoon, we saw another longbeard in the hayfield. And we've been after him since then, trying to pattern him out and get him figured out. We got till May 30th to try to get this longbeard on the ground, and we're going to be gunning, or May 29th, apologies. May 29th is the last day of season for the Northeast Zone. and we are going to be gunning hard for this bird. So stay tuned for the follow-up video, and hopefully we can get on them. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.